So this is the 2021 factory stock car, the 79 Camaro. Cosmetically, we're just going to beat the body work out of it, put my numbers and all lettering stuff on it. Alright, so we're behind the wheel of my 2021 factory stock car. We plan on racing this car at the Crowley's Ridge Raceway in Paragould, Arkansas, Old Number 1 Speedway in Harrisburg, Arkansas, and Poplar Bluff Motorsports Park in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, primarily. But we may make some other appearances at the I-30 Speedway in Little Rock, maybe go down to West Memphis and run at the Riverside International Speedway. This car is 1979 Chevrolet Camaro. I'm not very knowledgeable of metric cars, and I've known leaf springs since I started. Last time I built a stock car was a leaf spring car as well. This car needs a little bit of work before it goes to the track. Right now the engine is currently disassembled in my carport. Getting ready to go to the machine shop. Need a new seat, new belts, new window net. Finally going to retire the same helmet I've been using for the last 10 years or so with racing. My big setback getting started this year is going to be safety equipment for sure. In all honesty, with my budget and just the time it takes to assemble everything with my work schedule, I'm looking at maybe having this car on the track maybe by June is the goal. And this is a car that you're probably going to see in the background of a lot of my videos. And maybe one of these days I'll actually make a video as far as working on it. This is Shirley. Shirley's 1989 Ford Mustang. 2.3 liter inline 4-cylinder automatic transmission, and surprisingly we're not doing a hot rod project out of this. This is actually a minor restoration project. Belongs to my girlfriend. It's her first car. Sat in the weeds for about 7 years after she got done driving it, and my Christmas present to her was to pull it out of the weeds and make it run, which I did, but we're still not to the drivable part yet. Maybe at some point in the future I can convince her to let me take it up and go bracket race it up in Dyersburg, Tennessee, or Sikeston, Missouri. We'll see. She'll probably roll her eyes at that statement. So if you have followed my channel before, at least in the last couple years, you have seen that I feature flat cart racing before. This is not the same flat cart that I ran in the last video. I bought this one from Joey and David Smith at 5150 Racing down in LaPorte, Texas. They set me up the last couple times I went down to visit, and I liked the cart so much that I bought it. Currently, it's got a Briggs flathead engine, runs on alcohol. I can race that one in the open division at the tracks here locally. At some point this year, it will probably be outfitted with a Predator engine to run the Mars factory stock division at Combs Motor Speedway in Hoxie, Arkansas, or to run at the Jonesboro Karting Complex in Jonesboro. Right now, we're currently waiting on a body to get this all spruced up and ready to go. It needs far less work than the stock car to be race ready. Alright guys, well first I want to thank you for coming back if you're a returning viewer, and if not, I hope to see some more of you later. I want to talk a little bit about what I want to do with this channel. I was looking back through my memories and stuff I did back in 2015 when I was drag racing full time. And as you've seen, I kind of switched gears and decided to go circle track racing with the factory stock and flat carts. But I also want to see what you, the viewers, would like to see from this channel, because I've got several ideas to what I'd like to do. And some options involve me spending more money and buying different cameras or programs or other miscellaneous products to make those styles of videos work. So what I have in mind is I got a couple bullet points written down here. As some of you know and you follow, I've done the Ghost Tracks stuff since 2015. I've traveled across several states and taken pictures of closed and abandoned racetracks. That seems to be one of my most popular videos, and if you would like to see more of those, I'd like to know. They are getting harder to come by as far as finding ones I can actually access with permission. I plan on continuing the vlogs with the carts, flat carts, the Mustang, and whatever else I find video worthy. Uh, if you can think of any tweaks that my videos might need to make those work, feel free to let me know. So a lot of you may not know, because I haven't posted a whole lot since 2015. I am a motorsports photographer, race announcer. I've worked for lots of racetracks. I travel to a lot of racetracks. Some of you would be interested in me sitting here in front of a camera like this and telling stories from all the different tracks, different races, different people I've encountered, funny stories from the road. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. Continuing sort of on that subject, being a track chaser, I'm only 25 years old. I have been to almost 160 racetracks in my life at probably 100 and some odd different venues. Some people will question why not 160 venues? Can you consider a different racetrack? Well, yes, I can, because I may be there and see a monster truck event where they also run dirt oval cars at the speedway that they're at. So touching on that subject of being a track chaser, I've been to over 160 racetracks in my life. I'm 25 years old. So touching on the subject of being a track chaser, I've been to over 160 racetracks in my life, paved ovals, dirt ovals, drag strips, and even a handful of road courses. If that is something people would like to see me take a camera to my future tracks and take little snippets of the action and the amenities and the facilities themselves, and then sit on camera and talk and make honest reviews about them, and even go back and find photos of tracks I've been to, either photos I've taken personally or just photos taken of those racetracks that I've been to, and kind of tell the story behind them. I've been told that a couple people would like to hear those type of stories, so if that is something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments below. As I get more acquainted with the local racing scene, I now live in northeast Arkansas, which, as you followed me before, I'm originally from Houston, Texas, and then I moved to Missouri for a while. So I don't know the whole area yet, but as I do get more acquainted with everybody, the tracks, the owners, the series that run, if there would be interest in a local racing podcast that I do bi-weekly, once a month, just to talk to local race series, such as the MSCA 305 Sprint Cars, the Comp Cams Late Model Series, or even just the racing that goes on Friday and Saturday nights here locally. Something else I'd be willing to do, and that's one of those ones that requires extra equipment to set up for a podcast. And lastly, I play iRacing. So if anybody would like to see the iRacing videos, if that's something somebody would be interested in from me, I'd love to give it a shot. I have to spend the money for the different editing programs to make that work, and probably spend to upgrade the computer, because as far as gamers go, my computer is a potato. So that's a rundown of the different video ideas I have. I think I'm going to end this video here. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I do hope you leave a like and subscribe and follow along with whatever I decide to continue to do with this. And hope to see you in the next one.